Hello everybody, it is Yami Fujita and we are back again with Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. And where we left off last night, we now have another Monokuma motive in the form of a very serious sickness that has taken over the island. A few people have come down with what we are concluding to be a fever, and this fever is causing them to act completely contrary to how they normally act. And Monokuma is calling it the despair disease. So, as of right now, Akane has been doing a lot of crying, which she does not normally do. And Ibuki is just like, I'm not even sure how to describe what's happening to her. It's not too different from how she normally is. And Nagito is like incredibly defensive and just seems really defensive. But so far he's taken the brunt of this disease because he's passed out. So now we're back in the hospital to figure out what on earth is going on. But we are likely approaching the next incident because I've streamed for over 3 hours last night. We've gotten we've reached the part where the motive is seen, so I know that we're approaching when the next incident is. And I mentioned that there's a chance that whoever the next killer even is, there's a chance that it may have already been spoiled for me, but we'll find out. I don't know who officially is going to end up dead, but there's a small chance that I just spoiled earlier this week, spoiled who the killer could possibly be, and I hope I didn't. But I also said that I don't know who's going to officially end up dead because there have been multiple instances where I thought somebody was dead. Fuyuhiko came back, and then suddenly his wounds in his stomach opened up. Well, he didn't have any wounds in his stomach. His wounds were in his head and in his eye. He slit his own stomach open, but now he's survived that too. Akane was fighting Monokuma. Monokuma was ready to blast him with a bazooka. He was about to completely shoot her with a bazooka, and then Nekomaru jumps in front of it. And now we're being told that he's still alive. So, just a lot happening. Alright, paper on the boat's board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. There's no one on the island. Yeah, this is one thing that's very mysterious. There's nobody other than us on this island, so who was this hospital note written for? Alright, well, let's start talking to people. This disease, it resembles an illness the Demon King once unleashed long ago to wipe out a large country. Again, he's just not in this planet. There's no reason it would work against me, the Supreme Overlord of Ice. And so now you're the Supreme Overlord of Ice? We'll come back to you. By any chance, is Mikan gonna attend to all of Nagito's needs? Damn it. This is a dilemma. I don't want to get sick, but I'm jealous of that disease. Why? Now's not the time to say stuff like that. Looks like things are getting pretty strange. But now's the time for us to do our best. We need to stand firm until Nekomaru comes back. Don't overwork yourself too much, though. Your wound hasn't fully healed yet. I can't slack off now. That disease sure looks dangerous. Nagito, Akane, and Ibuki aren't acting normal. If it spreads to anyone else, a killing's bound to happen. Based on their observed behavior, I cannot deny that. But those guys aren't being considerate. I want them to at least have the decency to consider committing suicide before they start bothering us. Hey, Hyoko. I know, it can't be that easy. So it's important to make sure we don't end up catching the disease. Make sure? Like, what do you mean? Jeez, why don't you get it? We need to isolate them from us so they won't spread the disease. Isolate? If you can't cure it, the only option is to stop it from spreading. Even a preschooler knows that. But still, isn't isolating them a bit too harsh? Hey, if everyone catches the despair disease, we won't be able to do anything about it anymore, you know? You're right. There's no way we should allow it to spread. Hold on a second. Isolation, you mean we need to quarantine them inside the hospital, right? Chiaki, don't tell me you also agree with this. It's to prevent the killing. As long as that disease is Monokuma's motive, if we just ignore it, a killing will happen again. To prevent that, we also have to prevent the disease from spreading. That's why we need to quarantine them. Even if we quarantine them, who's gonna take care of them? Mikan's gonna stay here anyway. She's been touching the infected all over, so it's possible she's already caught the disease. But there's no way we can leave her by herself. Then why don't you stay too? Huh? Now that I think about it, you touched them when you took their temperature, right? Oh yeah, we did. Oh. So, I'll leave the rest to you. Contact me if something happens. Contact you? How are we supposed to do that? Oh, right. We need to think of a way to communicate. If we keep meeting in person, we could catch the disease. So I'll let you handle that, Kazuchi. Yeah, got it. Fret not. We're not going to abandon you. I shall station myself nearby in case anything happens. Nearby? There's a motel on this island. Oh, yeah, right. Until this matter is resolved, we shall stay the night there. It's pretty convenient. But what? Do we really have to stay at such a dirty place? What are we supposed to do if we can't immediately get here if something happens? Also, if that disease is airborne, the hotel on the first island might already be unsafe. We must be vigilant about protection. I have those who I must protect. You're just hamsters, dude. That is an unkind thing to say, you fiend. How dare you call my 4-dog device of destruction hamsters? Fine, I'll just stay at the motel, okay? Jeez. How annoying. Even if it's a quarantine, we're still gonna be on the same island, so just call us if something happens. Huh? What? What are you so frustrated for? This is obviously a trap. Monokuma's goal is to separate us as a group. Is it really okay for us to fall for that? It's not like we've stopped being friends. I just don't want a killing to happen ever again. We can't prevent that if everyone gets sick, you know? Yeah, it's right, man. There's no way we're gonna lose together here. Cause if that happens, then Monokuma gets what he wants. Hey, Hyoko. What did you say to me earlier? Something about me being the first one to get cut off. What's wrong with that? This must be that moment. It's not like Mikan and Hajime are enough people. Are you saying you're gonna stay here too? Huh? You too? This life of mine is a spare anyway. Fine then, do whatever you want. Hey, Hiko, you sure? You might be endangering yourself, you know? Hey, don't make me repeat myself. You're really okay with this? Then I'm gonna leave the rest to you too. Whatever's happening over here, just leave it to us. We'll make sure to keep the disease from spreading. Come on, shouldn't you guys head over to the motel before you catch the disease?
すみません。
I am sorry if we're forcing this upon you like this. No, what everyone's saying is true, so it's okay.
ありがとう。
Thank you, both of you. I won't let your feelings go to waste. We'll make sure to find out the mystery of the despair disease while you're all here.
と思うよ。
I think. Probably. That's just not very comforting. I'd really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Exactly.
あの、
Now then, I shall excuse myself. I'm counting on you. I can somewhat understand why she's sweating, but seriously, I should be the one sweating. I'm the one staying in the hospital. But something that I was just thinking about is, like, if a killing is to happen, who's in more danger? Is it the people who are gonna stay in the hospital, or is it the people in the motel? Because seriously, like, there's no way to know for sure who's being tricked. Like, the more sensible situation is that somebody in the hospital ends up getting killed. But if somebody in the motel ends up getting killed, and now we're really confused. And I'll make sure to figure some way to communicate later.
じゃあね。
Bye, Mai. Do your best and try to stay alive. Just like that, the others left, leaving me and Fuyuhiko at the hospital. Never expected it would turn out like this.
たくよ。
It's not like it's their fault. It's that bastard Monokuma's fault. Can't believe he'd actually arrange something as irritating as a disease.
どうも。
Thank you for waiting. Phew, I finally finished changing. Everyone's resting in their rooms. Huh? Why is it just you two?
Huh?
You know... Oh, I know, they must have left to get fruits to bring back later. Everyone's so kind. I'm so glad everyone's so thoughtful toward their friends.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we're all equals when we're sick. Let's all work together and do our very best. Hajime, I'm sorry, but I'll let you handle the explanation. It's quite the burden I have to bear. And so we decided to split into two groups. In the hospital, there are the three people who caught Monokuma's despair disease, Akane, Nakato, and Ibuki. There's also Mikan, who's nursing them back to health. And as a safeguard, Fuyuhiko and myself. Altogether, 6 people are staying at the hospital. Chiaki, Gundam, Kaz, and Sonia, and Hiyoko are staying at the motel on the same island. It's 5 of them. And as for Nekomaru, he's not back yet, but... Oh, wait, is he not in this hospital? Anyway, until we do something about the despair disease, our current situation isn't gonna change. But we have no clue what we need to do. Seriously, what should we do? Huh? I suddenly woke up. I fell asleep? And if I woke up, that means I fell asleep without realizing it. And earlier I discussed it with Fuyuhiko and we decided we'd take turns resting. That's right. That's why I came to the on-call room on the 2nd floor of the hospital. Haven't been sleeping well the past few days, so sudden drowsiness overtook me. And I was asleep, which is a good thing, but my body feels really heavy for some reason. No. It's not just heavy. It feels somewhat soft and... Oh, what on earth is happening?
苦しい。
The what in God's name is happening? Mikan, please, for the love of God, wake up!
そこどいてくれ。
ダメですってもぞもぞしないでくださいよ
She's never gonna talk to us again, just out of pure embarrassment. When she wakes up out of this, she absolutely will never talk to us again.
あれ
Oh my gosh.
あ日向さん
Hajime, are you okay? Your complexion is a bluish purple shade. Might be a severe kyanotic or kyanotic. I gotta figure out how to pronounce that. Hold on. Cyanotic. Okay. Okay. It might be a severe cyanotic reaction. Hajime, can you hear me? Get a hold of yourself. Mikan finally got off me, grabbed my shoulders, and began shaking me intensely. Somehow that was enough to get my consciousness to drift back to reality. Hajime, you regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I thought you died. Me too. I seriously thought I was gonna die. I'm sorry. I thought about taking a rest in the on-call room, but you were already asleep, so... That doesn't mean you can climb on top of me. Then I'll be on the bottom next time. What? That is seriously not what I'm talking about. Hey. What are you guys doing? Fuyuhiko? No, this is. I really hope you didn't get the wrong idea. Were you guys sleeping together? Dirty, rotten bastard! You guys are freaking high school students! Seriously, you've got this all wrong. You don't have time for that. Nagito, he's in danger. Danger? What? When I peeked inside his room earlier, it looked like he wasn't breathing. Huh? Huh? This is bad. Now's not the time for us to rest. Mikan vigorously leapt out of bed and ran out of the on-call room. Hajime, now's not the time for you to be pitching a tent. We need to hurry. Well, yeah, because wait a minute, Nagito wasn't even in the hospital with us. He wasn't even with us in the beginning of this stream. Seriously, I'm not. Fuyuhiko and I chased after Mikan as she ran into Nagito's room. No, wait, he is. He's in the hospital. He's in one of the hospital rooms. He was passed out. Nagito, please get a hold of yourself. Despite Mikan's desperate pleas, I didn't see Nagito react at all. There's no way he died, right? The body discovery announcement isn't playing, right? What is he doing here? Damn it, he's totally waiting for it! This looks very bad. And despite Mikan's desperate cries, I didn't see Nagito react at all. Is Nagito alright? It looks like his breathing has returned. Really? But still, his condition is unpredictable, and that's putting it lightly. How light is that? Is it sweet potato soft?
Yeah!
If so, that's pretty light. Please don't interfere. Hey, look! Isn't Nagito's mouth moving? You're right. He might be trying to say something. And you see, this is what I'm talking about ever since the last stream. That there's been multiple instances where we thought somebody was dying. And then thankfully they end up being okay. But it's like this game is like playing with my emotions. Nagito, what happened? As she said his name, Mikan softly tilted her ear toward Nagito's lips. What did he say?
その
Apparently his condition has improved and he feels quite refreshed. Since Monokuma said that Nagito has the liar disease, he probably means the opposite and actually feels really crappy.
つうか
But what's gonna happen if he just dies? We're not gonna have a class trial, right? Don't talk like that! Nagito's never gonna die. I'll save him by any means necessary.
そうか
I see, got it. And I leave Nagito's life to you. Yes! Far from her usual self, Mikan responded assertively and went back to tending to Nagito. Man, if Mikan contracted whatever despair disease, Hajime, you definitely have it now because she was suffocating you with it. If we stay here any longer, we might just get in the way.
あ
And follow me. While you were resting, the goods arrived. I gotta show them to you. The goods? Goods aren't something dangerous, right?
とにかく
Let's go to the lobby. Alright, let's go. 1 second. This is not the correct music for this. Wait, the lobby, you mean like on the first? To the lobby, let's hurry up and go. So where's the... Does he mean the hospital lobby? If there even is one? Yeah, he does mean that. Why on earth can I not... Oh, okay. Hey, Fuyuhiko. What did you mean when you said goods? Or what are those devices?
あ
Look on top of the reception desk. On top of the reception desk? Surveillance camera. Fuyuhiko's talking about this, right? Looks like a monitor and camera unit. Hey, what is this? Why does it look like a game system? Perfect timing. The blue light's blinking. Does something happen when this blinks? Seeing is believing, as they say. Try pressing the button just below that light. You just have to press the button. I did what Fuyuhiko said and pressed the button. Now, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about that scene earlier. Why did the developers... Why did the developers just bully Mikan so much? How many times are we going to see her in the most awkward positions possible? Like, she is way too innocent for this. And then Fuyuhiko hit the hammer on the head, saying that we're high school students. Alright, anyway.
いいっす
Hey, is this Hajime? Oh, Kaz. Oh boy. Alright, well. Yeah, so I'm really getting a bad feeling about the fact that we're able to see them in the motel through this camera. I'm telling you, if somebody ends up dead in the motel, that is really going to be confusing. Loud and clear. Looks like it's perfectly connected. Kazuichi? Then this is... Yep, that's right. That's the way to communicate he was talking about. Looks like it's time for the ultimate mechanic to shine. How about it? This is what I've been working on. Remember that alley with all those shady-looking street booths? That's where I found this. It's a surveillance camera for household use, and I just tweaked it a little. So now it's basically a video chat device. Well, it's pretty hit or miss. Video chat, huh?
なるほどね。
It's true. You don't have to worry about getting infected with this.
そうそう。
So, it may be a hassle, but we'll be contacting each other with this from now on, okay? This is only a test run this time, so I guess it should be pretty fun. Okay, then see you later. Kazuichi left this while you were resting.
ああ。
This surveillance camera unit comes with a surveillance camera and a surveillance monitor. Anything the camera records is broadcasted live on the monitor. So he prepared 2 of these sets and swapped each of their cameras. I see. By swapping the cameras, his monitor will display what's on my camera and vice versa. Apparently, he also modified it a little. He widened its narrow communication range beyond just household use. But even so, you still had a limit, so apparently the signal can't reach from the hospital to the motel. Then we can't communicate between the hospital and the motel. You didn't notice? He was contacting you just from the music venue near the motel. Just now, from the music venue near the motel. From there, the signal reaches the hospital with no problems. But they're staying at the motel, right? What happens if we can't reach them when we need to?
ああ。
I thought the same thing. So we arranged times for us to contact each other. It's set up for us to communicate 30 minutes after Monokuma's morning and evening announcements. Our next contact with them is gonna be tomorrow morning. Don't sleep in. He's well prepared, as expected of the heir of an enormous organization.
ああ。
What is it? Nothing. Well, we're not going back to our rooms. We're staying right
さ
here.
てと。
That time already, huh? Now then, where should I sleep tonight? You planning to use the on-call room with a certain someone again? No, absolutely not. Like I said, it's not what it looked like. Hey, aren't you misunderstanding? A hospital is a facility for sick people. So it's not for lodgings or young romantic trysts, you know? You too? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. Your generation has fallen out of the habit of looking at bulletin boards. Come on, take a look at the bulletin board. There's a notice on there, right? A notice on the bulletin board? I looked at it twice. Bulletin board notice. Is he talking about this? Hospital precautions. Eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. Also, disregarding patients who need to be accompanied overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Right. It's like the notices you often see inside hospitals. They can't stay overnight here.
何言ってんだ。
There is one patient who needs to be accompanied. Oh, you're talking about Nagito, right? And I'll allow just one person to accompany him. The rest of you need to hurry up and get out of here.
たくよ。
Hospital precautions, my ass. Should have said so sooner. Only one person can stay the night. And there's no way we can make Mikan leave.
仕方ねえな。
Guess we have no choice. We should head back to our cottages then. You're right. Even if we stay here, we probably won't be able to do anything. And after explaining the circumstances to Mikan, we decided to go back to our cottages for the time being. So, This is seriously the wrong music for this situation. Fuyu and I are gonna be the only ones sleeping in our cottages tonight. I'm a little worried. No. The ones who are stuck in the hospital should be more worried. And the ones who are in the motel? What's the point of me getting so worried? Alright, when I wake up tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital right away. I'll feel bad, and I feel bad leaving Mikan alone. Okay, well... I do too, but also just... I'm still thinking about that situation earlier. I guess for now I should try to get some sleep. Good evening, it's time for Monokuma's cooking class. Today we're gonna learn how to make taiyaki. The first thing you'll need is a time machine. We'll travel back in time to the Meiji period and meet a person named Seishiro Kanbei. He used to bake and sell turtle-shaped pastries, but unfortunately they never sold all that well. It's important that you gently cheer him up because he's gonna be disappointed in himself when you meet him. From there, get serious and insist that he try making his pastries fish-shaped because they'll sell better. Once that happens, he'll happily bake his pastries in the shape of a fish. And as a final touch, name these pastries taiyaki. Okay, with this, you finished making taiyaki. This concludes Monokuma's cooking class. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm worried about Mikan and the others. I should hurry over to the hospital. The moment I got out of my bed, I immediately left my cottage and headed over to the hospital.
Yo.
You came early today. You're the one who's early. Well, I just got here. So, what should we do? There's still a little time before we need to make contact. Wanna go to Nakito's room and check up on him? Yeah, I'm worried about how he's doing. Worry? Why do I have to worry about a guy like him? Still. I'm worried about everybody at this point, man. Like...
Huh?
Well, actually, which room is he in? Is it this room? Oh, okay. Mika, how's Nakito doing? Same as usual. No, actually, he might be worse than yesterday.
やべえな。
You effing serious? His pulse is extremely weak. He might slip into critical condition sometime today. Is he that sick? But as long as I'm his nurse, I'll never let Nakito die. Ever. I do understand how you feel, but don't overexert yourself, okay? Hey, Hajime. Almost time to start the connection. We need to head over to the lobby. Yeah, got it. After being reminded of how powerless I am, I left Nakito's room. And I have a really bad feeling about the people who stayed in the motel. The incoming signal light's blinking.
さて
Looks like they're already waiting. Hurry up and start the connection. Yeah, you're right. And I pressed the button underneath the blinking light, and the monitor instantly lit up. Looks like the camera and the monitor had no problem making a connection. Soon enough, a familiar face showed up on the other side of the monitor. Hello? How is it? You see my handsome face? Yeah, I can see you real clear. We're good on our end too. I can totally see your broke-ass faces. Might be best if I tell the others about Nagito's condition. Hey, you the only one over there? Nope, we're all here except for Hiyoko. What? What happened to Hiyoko? It seems we all look like apparent enemies in the eyes of that coward. She has locked herself in her room. She said from the other side of the door that she won't come out until the despair disease has been cured. She's even being cautious around the others in the motel, huh? Looks like they're also in a testy situation. So, how about you? How are you guys doing? Yeah, about that. To tell you the truth, Nagito is actually in serious danger. I already know he's seriously dangerous.
Yeah.
No, not that. He's seriously wandering the border between life and death. What did you say? But he's going to be okay, right? Nagito's going to get better. First Nekomaru, then Nagito? That ain't funny at all. Well, for now, we really can't say. You really can't say? That's impossible. When did Monomi get there? Monomi? Why are you on that side? Because it'd be dangerous if I got close to the hospital since I don't even know what's going on in there. You are really pissing me off. Like, why does this stupid stuffed animal need to be cautious about a disease? Please, don't discriminate. That despair disease is horrible. It's a dangerous disease that can even destroy this island. So until we figure out how to deal with it, I'll be on this side. Before I could respond to Monomi, Fuyuhiko had cut the connection. That shitty stuffed animal. She seriously pissed me off. Damn it. I'm going outside to cool off. Fuyuhiko practically spat those words before he went outside. Anyway, all I could do now was wait. Just wait patiently until the situation improves and changes for the better. That's why we waited patiently. Because waiting patiently was the only thing we could do. We waited patiently. On a side note, why can't I relax when I'm in a hospital? I paced back and forth around the hospital lobby. Fuyuhiko entered and left the hospital many times. And time just kept passing by. It's not nighttime, is it?
希望ヶ峰学園修学旅行実行委員会がただいま波の音を聞きながらゆったりとでは
That time just went, a whole day went by. Like, what on earth? It's a massive time skip. Feels like a lot of stuff got skipped over and now it's nighttime already. It's almost time for tonight's transmission.
仕方ねえな
We should go back to our cottages when that's done. It's effing annoying to keep going back and forth, though. Before we go back, can we just check on Nagito one more time? Go for it. Leave the transmission thing to me.
たくよ
You're not gonna have a new clue anyway. I can't handle this. Then, I'll leave it to you. Oh, please don't let me see something terrible through these doors. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, she scared the crap out of me. What? Ibuki? Like, just standing, like, you guys saw that, right? You saw the way she was standing there. Just looking like a complete, like, a demon in the shadows. But what are you doing here? You need to be resting.
はい。
To tell you the truth, I've been getting quite bored doing nothing but sleeping. Also, it would just trouble you if I slept all the time, so I was hoping I can help you with anything. But it's better if I'm sleeping, correct? Yeah, just get some rest for now. It'd be a big help if you got better soon.
了解しました。
Yep, understood. Kind of scary. Hope she gets better real soon. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna, take a bathroom break real quick. But yeah, seriously, I'm not gonna lie, guys. That was a complete jump scare right there. Just seeing her standing there like that. My goodness. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and use the bathroom now. Alright. Sorry, that took a while. Alright, well now, thanks to Ibuki, I am far more nervous than I need to be. Looks like this is the open room. I keep on doing this. That's where Akane is in. Mikan's too focused on caring for Nagito, she hasn't even noticed that I entered the room. Has she been caring for him this whole time? Hey, Mikan? Hey, Mikan? No matter how many times I talk to her, she's not responding. Her back is turned toward me as she focused on caring for Nagito. Oh boy. I peeked over Mikan's shoulder and said, "Hey, Mikan, are you okay?" Oh, looks like you finally noticed. Please don't surprise me like that, I almost got wet. Wet? Did you come by to check on Nagito? Just wanted to see how he's doing, but you look pretty tired too. Isn't it better if you get a little rest? I hope I'm not mistaken. That'd be really embarrassing. Are you, by chance, worried about me? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you very much. I'll remember this moment until the day I die. Oh god, please don't talk like that. I'm starting to get my energy back, so I'll get back to taking care of Nagito. Hope she understood what I said. But she's working so hard, it'd be bad if I kept getting in her way. It's exactly how I felt, so I decided to just shut up and go back to the lobby. Can we see how everybody else is doing?
Yo.
Hey, how's Nagito doing? I'm more worried about Mikan than Nagito. She looks like she's had no time to rest.
Shikujo.
Nagito's probably not doing so well. What about you? Are you guys done with the transmission?
Mattaku yo.
As I expected, we wrapped it up quickly. That they had nothing new to report. They're apparently trying to find a cure somehow, but there hasn't been any progress. So on both their ends, it looks like we have no results.
Shikata ne na.
Oh well. Let's look forward to tomorrow. With a depressingly heavy mood riding on our backs, we headed back to our cottages. My worries have piled so high that one side just isn't enough. And the more I think about it, it's like I'm slowly being sucked deeper and deeper into an endless pit. I guess for today I should just go to sleep. It's best if I not dwell on it too much. And not just that. First thing in the morning, I need to go to the hospital again. I kept telling myself that as I sighed one last time. And slowly closed my eyes. And out of the blue, a hazy scene began to take shape. From the depths of my consciousness, it slowly took its time, hazily. Like watercolor paint suspended in water. Slowly, hazily. What is happening? There was a classroom from somewhere. A classroom that I've seen before. But I don't know where. I can hear voices. Somebody's talking. Did you hear? Isn't it amazing? Apparently he's been accepted into Host Peak Academy. But was he that exceptional? those are noises. I'm dully staring out the window, pretending not to listen. Don't want to listen. But even if I don't want to listen, the noises leap into my ears. Huh? You don't know? Know what? Apparently you don't have to be exceptional to get into Host Peak Academy. But it's an academy that recruits only exceptional students from around the world, right? I wanted to cover my ears. I wanted to run to the place I deserve to be. Not here. To the place where I can be more confident. Wow, I never knew that was that way was possible. So he's the same too? And obviously. I mean, he doesn't have any special talents that Host Peak Academy would be interested in. He's just a normal guy who can be found anywhere. Well, admiring the academy is free, but it must be tough for the parents who have to write the check. Now leave me alone. I just want to become someone who's confident in myself. What is this anyway? Who are they talking about? Why can't I remember? Who am I? Oh my gosh. Did you know that talking about a personal failure is a good way to break the ice for meeting new people? So I'm going to tell you my story of personal failure. In the wild world I live in, popularity is a symbol of power. That's why I decided to write a fake love letter to myself, so I could brag about it to others. I was bragging about it to my friend, but unfortunately all I had was an envelope. And my friend wanted me to show him the unwritten letter. I was in a real bind. So I showed him a blank piece of paper and said this. This letter was written with special ink. Only those chosen by God can see it. When I said that, he was all, that love letter is brimming with passion. However, things started looking bad at that point. The other people around us started praising him because they thought he really could read the letter. That's when he started hogging everyone's attention as a divine messenger of God. And eventually, he was worshipped by society. Now he uses his followers to sell shady vases for a quick buck. Thanks to my big mouth, he became a multi-millionaire. How regretful. What an epic fail. That was my story of personal failure. What'd you think of it? Is the ice broken? Since you listened to me, wanna buy this vase? It's a pretty high demand, but I'll give you a deal on it because I like you so much. So he's talking about himself. It's morning, huh? But for some reason, my body's heavy. Oh, not this again. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. Please, not this again. Hang on. Okay, thank goodness. I thought I was gonna have to talk to my cell phone provider because my last bill was way too high. Alright, anyway. Please, not this again. How could somebody... Or wait, no. Did I catch the disease? Wait a minute. Not this again. Come on now. How does this keep happening?
また積み木
Then why does this keep happening?
早くそこどいて。苦しい。
The why is she literally suffocating me? How did she manage to get in my room? Yeah, I love this face, I'm telling you. Cyanosis again? Hajime's gone limp. Please get a hold of yourself. He regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I thought you died from suffocation. Mikan, why are you here? Monokuma announcement hasn't aired yet. Now that you mention it, I came here to wake you up, but it seems like I accidentally fell asleep. But how did you get in my room? What kind of accident is that? But good news. You see, Nagito's condition is stabilized. Oh, thank God. Really? And I rushed to let you guys know, but Fuyahiko's room was locked, so... Oh yeah, my lock is still broken. Thanks, Ibuki. Oh yeah, that's right, she broke our... Because she broke into my dorm in the last stream. Or my cottage in the last stream. So now I have no lock. Anybody can just come in. Anyway, please hurry over. Nagito can probably be saved. Yeah, got it. No, I'm not surviving if somebody's doing that to me. Like, if somebody is suffocating me in my sleep. Like, I just don't know if I'd survive. I quickly got dressed and headed over to the hospital with Mikan. Although I did wonder why it was necessary to be so pumped up for someone like Nagito. Oops. Oh, whoops. Oh well. Best not to think about it. Alright, I guess we can... Second room is his. There I saw Nagito, who managed to sit up in his bed. Nagito, can you hear me? Hajime came to see how you were doing. The twin Ibukis are singing. I see. Ibuki must have been a twin duo. The Veronikas! He's not okay. Is he supposed to be cured? It's not like he's completely cured. He was just able to recover from his critical condition. We were utilizing their characteristic as twins, and they've been taking turns appearing before me. Which means there are actually 17 people on this island. The Veronikas. That's the answer. After seeing this, it might have been better if he'd stayed quiet for just a little bit longer. But I'm so glad. I'm so relieved Nagito regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I feel dizzy. Somehow everything is spinning around me. Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Yeah, I'll do that. Then, even though it's the morning, good night. Mikan wobbled around a bit, then left the room. She's definitely exhausted. Well, it's understandable. I mean, she fell asleep when she was supposed to come wake me up. All alone with Hajime, huh? I can't stand being in the same room as you. Don't worry, I'm leaving. You should focus on curing that crappy disease of yours. Yeah, hurry up and go away. I don't want to see your face anymore. Yeah, he's still completely wrecked with that disease. The morning Monokuma announcement should be starting soon. Should wait at the lobby for the transmission. Huh? The surveillance camera unit's blade is blinking. But that's weird, it's not transmission time yet. No, boy. What's going on? If the light is blinking, it receives some sort of transmission from the other side, right? But that's pretty early. We haven't even received the Monokuma announcement yet. It might be something urgent, though. If so, there's no way I can make them wait until Fuyuhiko gets here. Alright, even if it's just me, I should receive the transmission. I reached my hand and pressed the reception button on the surveillance camera unit. Oh, gee, what? Huh? Upon first glance, I immediately knew it wasn't a normal video. A slowly swaying dim light is shining on the black curtains. Felt like some sort of ritual was about to begin. Is this light from a candle? But what was creepiest of all was the rope hanging from the ceiling. The end of the rope was tied in a loop. Yeah, it's a noose. And beneath it, there was a stepladder. It was like a gallows. What is this? Didn't understand at all. What's going on at the music venue? And that's when it happened. The moment I saw a silhouette slowly entering the frame from the side of the screen. Chills ran down my spine, as if someone was dragging ice on me. A person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head. What the? As I raised my voice in surprise, the person in the hospital gown slowly started moving and began climbing the stepladder. Slowly, they took their time climbing. They reached over to the rope hanging from the ceiling. Can somebody please do something? Are you kidding me? And at that moment, the screen suddenly went pitch black. Probably because the only source of light had gone out. Hey! No matter what I said, there was no response from the darkness on the other end of the monitor. What the heck is this? What's going on? What in the world is going on? No, it doesn't matter. I have to do something about this. I might still be able to make it. I need to hurry to the music venue. That would be a miracle if you could still make it over there. I rushed out of the hospital and ran over to the music venue where the transmission was made. Now you have the announcement?
Good morning.
Just now, that was the morning Monokuma announcement. Fuyuhiko should be arriving here shortly. No. I don't have time to wait for him. I gotta get to the music venue. With the most ridiculous sounding name, seriously, Tinny Typhoon. Like, come on now. Get inside. Please, please let me make it. I rushed into the music venue with a prayer in my heart. But I completely forgot. Forgot what? Prayer means nothing on this island. I was too late. What the hell is this? In the hot air inside the music venue, I couldn't keep myself from shouting. Hot air? Why is it so hot? What is this strange hot air inside the music venue? Could it be those torches? No, now's not the time to worry about that. More importantly, why isn't anybody coming? But what is everyone doing? The body discovery announcement. That's right. There hasn't been an announcement yet. That's why nobody's noticed yet. Then, I need to hurry and let the others know. From here, the motel is close by. There should be a lot of able-bodied people who can help me there. I should hurry. I ran to the motel as fast as I could, trying desperately not to trip over my own feet. Somebody! Get out here! As soon as I arrived at the motel, I started shouting for help as loud as I could. I was wondering who was making such an infernal racket. So it was you. Gundam! Something awful's happened! Don't tell me. Do you intend to spread the pathogenic bacteria so you can take us all down with you? I won't let you! If you want to pass, you must defeat me first! What happened? Is there a problem? Fighting's not allowed. It's worse than trouble. There's a body! Huh? Didn't you hear me? A body was found! The body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies that Nagito in order to confuse us all? Hold on. Hajime, is that true? Of course it is! Isn't it obvious? Chiaki, you have seen Nagito's condition, yes? This fiend just has the same symptoms as him. But there's no way we shouldn't check it out, because if Hajime's telling the truth, that means it happened again, right? A killing? And no, it was more like an unaliving. Or a self-unaliving. If that's true, we need to check it out. If that is the case, I will not stop you. Leave this place to me, and you fiends go on ahead. No need to worry. I will catch up with you easily. It sounds like famous last words. Okay, well, don't talk like that. Chiaki, can you go? Yeah, it's better if we hurry, right? Hajime! Mikan, why are you here? Perfect timing! Please help us, Hajime! Help us? Hajime, someone's coming from over there. Hajime, Chiaki, what are you guys doing here? Fuyuhiko, why are you here too? Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I mean, you saw the blue hair. I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check on everyone before I did that. And Ibuki's missing from the hospital all of a sudden. Uh-huh. So what Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry. Huh? Hurry where? To the music venue. Don't ask, just follow me. Music venue? Is Ibuki gonna be there? Wait. Alright, hopefully this scene does not get us in trouble here. But my wound hasn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much. Is Ibuki inside here? The only way to know is to go inside and confirm. If that hanged body is really Ibuki. Let's go. I clenched my teeth and reached my hand toward the door. Somebody moved it. This would be the perfect opportunity for the game to be like, psych, gonna go in there and find nothing. We'll see. I knew it. I knew it. Like, not about the fact that the body's missing, but the game is gonna be like, psych, now all of a sudden the door's locked? Huh? What the heck? Why is it locked? It doesn't make sense. I mean, I was able to go through here just a minute ago. Or a few minutes ago. Then, why don't we try from another entrance? This is the only entrance to the music venue. There isn't even a window we can go through. But why is it locked? I don't understand it myself, but if it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know? Doesn't matter if you can do it or not, we have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready? Set? Go! At Fuyahiko's signal, we charge into the door at full force. The door moved. Maybe it'll open easily after all. Yeah, even with 2 girls here, I don't know why you're mentioning the fact that it's 2 girls. You should be more than capable. Alright, one more time! At Fuyahiko's signal, we charge into the door one more time. Sounds like we got it. It was like a live performance that just ended. That moment of silence just before the audience breaks out in thunderous applause. And a few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. Oh wait, what? Oh, when did a second body get here? There wasn't just a hanged body. There was another body. A suspended body belonging to Hiyoko. Oh my god, we gotta get it twice? And 2 body discovery announcements in a row? That means the hanged body with the hemp bag on its head. And Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? Hyoko, and who the hell's the other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be 2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed. But still, why? What is this? Impossible! It's impossible for killings to happen on this island! Where have you been at? Shut up, idiot! For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. Yes! But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who effing cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lightning on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one! Fuyahiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed the button on the control panel. Now, Mikan, yeah, that definitely is, interesting that you would ask that question. Why not? Why? What about preserving the scene of the crime? Even though, yes, that is what's most helpful for the investigation. We can't leave this like that. with a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast. The baton lighting slowly descended. Okay, like, of course, I have some theories about what could have happened, but I'm not gonna make any guesses right now. I won't know until the end of the class trial. Like, I won't know for sure. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm gonna take off the hemp bag, okay? I mean, we already know who it is, but just to confirm. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. And under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. Damn it. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is... Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up? The root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I haven't went through the trouble of bringing everyone here for you. Bringing everyone? No, what the hell's going on in here? Ibuki and Hyoko? So 2 people have been killed. Well there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others? Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe I did such a horrible thing. So just like in the second game, in the first game, during the third class trial, we have 2 different people that end up dead. But anyway, Nagito Akane, are you okay? Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course? Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff's totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For that silly reason? And now the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. What the heck? That's impossible! How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So, let's get back to our main topic and proceed as usual. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again? We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time. If this means one of us killed these 2. And we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? How could Hyoko have ended up dead, man? She locked herself in her room. Thinking that that won't do anything. We have to do this. And to think I was saying we had to keep our eyes on her. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. I mean, technically what I said about Hyoko kind of resembling Junko. Junko was killed, supposedly, in the beginning of the game, only to come back. So, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get a tissue for a second, hang on. Alright.
貴様は何を望む
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's gonna happen to him? Is he not gonna participate this time? Is that even allowed? She's still sad about them. Huh?
おかしいな
It's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. Nothing for you to worry about.
つうかよ
Are you okay? Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
やべえなこれ
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe. Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighty, I'll definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust.
あの
Seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
こんちくしょ
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet.
その
It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
あ
And I'll leave that to you.
えっと
Let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. It's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this, once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Alright, the investigation has started. We're only an hour and a half in, so perfect. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while.
おいこら
Why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. Yeah, so do I, but I'd much rather be hot than cold. It's because your clothes are so smothering. No, you were feeling hot earlier too, Hajime. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But what are all those candles? But it is really hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? Before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. That's just really sad, man. After what Hiyoko went through with Mahiru, to end up dead next. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. I didn't even see that. And now I can see the blood on her kimono. It appears her death was instant. So she gets an insta-kill too? That's just really... really unfortunate for her. Like, after what she had to deal with Mahiru. First of all, being chloroformed and thrown into a closet. And then waking up and finding Mahiru's dead body. To now having her throat slit. Like, well, she, first of all, I'm sure we're all around the same age, but she was like the most lolly of all the characters. She literally looks like a little girl. Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't gonna be a useful clue. Oh no, we didn't know what happened to... we didn't know what happened to Hiyoko. We knew what happened to Ibuki. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you leave, right?
だからさ
So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason that they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so
私が突き止めてみせる。
I'll definitely find the truth behind this case.
と思うよ。
That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confidence sounding catchphrase. So, what we know so far before I even start investigating anything, what we know right off the bat, Nagito, Akane, Ibuki were all patients in the hospital. And Mikan, Hajime, and Fuyahiko, the heck is going on outside, were also in the hospital on, you know, guard duty and making sure everybody was alright. Then you had Kaz, Gundam, Hiyoko, who ended up dead somehow. But yeah, you had Kaz, Gundam, Sonya. Why am I forgetting other names? There were 5 people that went to the... Yeah, Chiaki. Yes, you had Kaz, Gundam, Chiaki, Sonya, and Hiyoko that were all in the motel. But they said that Hiyoko locked herself in her room. Is it possible that she was dead before they claimed that she locked herself in her room and the killer locked the room that she was in? And then when everybody wasn't looking, moved her body to the music hall. We'll find out. Because I seriously I have no idea how she could end up dead. And as for Ibuki, the fever absolutely had to play a role in her deciding to do that to herself, because that's what happened. She killed herself. But she hung herself. Somebody else did not do that. So, that fever had to have been what compelled her to do that. Because otherwise, I see no reason for her to do that to herself. And Neko was not with any of us. He was still being tended to in the, I guess, Monokuma hospital, whatever that is. He was somewhere else being tended to because he had almost been killed too. Fuyahiko stepped out multiple times, in and out of the hospital multiple times. And there was just a massive time skip. It went straight to nighttime. I found that very weird. Was he potentially doing something? Alright, well, let's talk to everybody after I look at everything. I'll start with the bodies again. I can already kind of see something on the ladder that I'm gonna look at. But I'm gonna start with the bodies. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? Why is there blood on her foot, on her sandals? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? Okay, so then now there's another theory that came to my mind, and this is helping that theory a little bit more. But what if Ibuki did something, strongly regretted it, and took her life because of it? But if that's the case, there would be no reason to have a punishment for the result of the class trial. If she is the person that killed Hyoko, then she's already punished herself for it. But again, well, no, what's defeating that purpose already? Again, Hyoko's body was not in the music hall when we found Ibuki hanging. There shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to somebody else. Absolutely illogical confusion. Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a second? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know if it was Ibuki because of that handbag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
Yeah.
That helps. There's no time for death written in the Monokuma file this time. No time of death. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true. The estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own. So right after that... Wait, hold on. But the only person we ever saw operating that monitor was Kaz, and he was the one who put it together, so we'll see if that ever comes up. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? That's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. The stepladder's tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw.
Huh?
Isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on this left side of the stepladder and on Ibuki's shoes. What does it mean? Alright. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. And also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this? So her sash was never tied in the... Well, I mean, it couldn't have been, because she would have been able to tie it in her own. But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time.
Oi!
Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
まあまあ
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
実はさ
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
え
Huh? That's exactly it.
どうして
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me! Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
おい
Hey, Akane!
う
What's up?
んね
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono. Do you feel around for that?
えなんだよ
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
ありがとう
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
さてと
Let's see. Akane reached for the duct tape binding Hyoko's. Why don't we take her off? Why don't we untape her from the pillar? Binding Hyoko, she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
おかしいな
Damn it, she's tied up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Somebody just cut her off the pillar. Oh wait, hold on.
うん
There's something. Is this what you're looking for? She had a key for something? Is this a key?
きっと
Looks different than the keys to the cottage. So this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
でも
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
そうだよね
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had within her all along.
ね
Well, we'll see when that comes back up. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating.
うーん
It's true. There are several mysteries regarding her body.
ま
Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all of these mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
ほら
the way they wrapped her body with the duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? Somebody cut her off the pillar. I don't really know if that was their true intention. But I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area will be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Okay, I guess we're done talking about that. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have come from that candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Oh, control panel. That thermostat is set at 86. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. Thermostat. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air and not music rooming it with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little like so. It's running as a heater. Over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, look at that. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. I definitely want to know why the heater was turned up so high up. baton lighting control panel. Control panel on the wing of the stage. Seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanging body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? I see, so you noticed too, Fiend. Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just a little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? The noose? Look at the baton lighting. Oh no, what is that? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time. There's no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Junpei! Now's the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devices of destruction! This guy. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running towards the stuck slip of paper in the ripped circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my four dark devices of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper? Hang on. It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. Yeah, I have no idea what that was doing there. Well, can I go back to the other area? It's the rope that we tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. That was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite this fact, this music venue has a storage room. There shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope. And it means that means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
What?
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hung herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Now what's this thing? Oh, the handbag. With Monomi's face. Oh, wait a minute, they bought this from the theater. Ibuki had a handbag on their head and was hanging from the ceiling. The only other person in that theater with me was Nagito. But why did she have a handbag on her head? Wait, huh? That handbag, upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. And something dropped on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty. You see? Take a close look at the floor. Stains of blood. If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, that isn't something. This is a bloodstain. Hyoko's body got dragged across the stage. That's leading directly to the pillar where they tied her, or taped her to it. Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Alright, there's still something else to investigate here. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. Who had time to put a whole different curtain up? It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. Rocket punch. You see, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answer came easy. Alright, we're done here. Now what's on the floor? The surveillance stuff was broken. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit. Chaz put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. And what do you mean? Even if they know that they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They wanted Ibuki's death to look like a suicide. We saw Ibuki climbing the ladder and grabbing the rope, but it got cut out, so we don't know. Maybe something's being hidden. They hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? Yes, we did. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. Drumsticks? Looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
つうか
If something like that's in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Yes. Why would this be a clue? Something like broken drumsticks laying on the floor? I'm sure it's a clue to something.
あの
We'll
な
figure it out. Remember when we came to the music venue? If we don't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. And they were probably using the drumsticks as a barricade. So the killer was still in the music hall when Hajime first saw Ibuki's body. And then after Hajime left, they barricaded the door with the drumsticks and proceeded to tie up Hyoko. Or tape her up to the pillar. I wonder if that's going to be possible for us. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? Alright, hang on, I'm gonna wipe my eyes off for a second. Okay.
なるほどな。
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? A broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
つーか。
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
なるほどな。
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? They sure do. Your Family Guy did that. If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
くそが。
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let this killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door of the music venue? Like he said, that might be possible, but
話は聞かせてもらった
I
よ
heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
あのね
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
ほら
There's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? Looks too firm to think it's rubber. Yeah, it does look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped up the semi-transparent glob with her finger. And she's eating it. Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. The workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardens into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. She spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this kind of clue, right? You okay? You still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
おかしいな。
It's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nakamaru's not here. He'll definitely come back. You're right. It has happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
なんてひどい
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Kyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
やはり
We must do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen. If only I'd noticed sooner. Ibuki might have been insane. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? And after leaving Nakito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should check on how everyone in the hospital's doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. What? I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we're together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. Please spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Alright, well, I am gonna look inside the storage room and see what I can find in there. Stat only listed inside of the storage room. Because there was a lot of stuff in here. Of course you're in here. Okay, now I know what was used. That piece of paper, quote-unquote, that we found on top of the lights. That wasn't paper, that looked like it was from here. Carpeting, wallpaper, and paint in the shelf. It's probably used for stage decoration. Yup. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it looks a little torn, but what does this mean? That thing that we saw earlier, that's from here. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Nakito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? Just wanted to confirm that you were thinking, confirm what you were thinking. That it? Or was he trying to stand guard here? So, how about it? You find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko? That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? No, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. If you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh, well, for the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. It's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. What does that mean? Regardless, I know you're not gonna tell me, huh? It can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. gut feelings. You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Gonna put my phone in. Well, obviously the movie theater. After we said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Yeah, because the hint bag came from there. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? You know why. You can see your whole body in the full-length mirror calling you for tracking costumes. Everything that's important in the storage room. Alright, with this we might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan. I was about to say, she's still there, right? How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue's just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. What? That might have been the killer's goal. But how did they know that? How did they know that? I feel like the only person who would possibly know that is Mikan. Let me just Google something for a second. Let me just figure something out here. Okay, yeah, everything that Mikan is saying is definitely true. That, the heat does, in fact, it does, like, what's a better word than what I'm about to say? Like, when forensic scientists are dealing with a body, or trying to deal with any sort of evidence, extreme heat interferes with that process. So everything that Mikan is saying is true. But again, how on earth did the killer know that that was true? And they covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. Are we sure? Are you absolutely sure? Because again, like, I don't know how this could happen, but what if Ibuki is actually the killer? Or what if she killed Hyoko and then killed herself afterwards? Again, I don't know if that's really a likely thing. But how can we be so sure that that's the order? And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. An imitation murder? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation murder, even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? Oh dear God. What movie are they referring to? It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a second. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? You guys worried about there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people would get killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. That rule was set in the first game as well. You mean you added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? The new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? Oh well, no, wait a second. No, it's still possible. Maybe 2 people did get killed. Because again, Ibuki was not killed. She killed herself. So what if there is a 3rd person that's dead? No, we'll see. You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for 1 person, right? If we can only choose 1 based on a majority vote, the other people could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's the 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another? Ah, shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that it applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. That's what happened in the 2nd class trial. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. gamer brains are not to be underestimated. Should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility for two killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. That makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Oh, wait. Is it the movie that Monokuma made? That we deliberately chose not to watch? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets, yup. It's Monokuma's movie, so now we have to watch it. Then the imitation is... Of course, it's an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie. As if they were copying it. Again? So first you're copying off a game and now you're copying off a movie? As if they copied the movie. I see Nagito mentioned something about this. Just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. What exactly are you talking about? Obviously the movie theater. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. Probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Yeah, I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? And probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. Might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until then. Alright, let's go. Get some more water. Was this always here? Oh well, I guess it was. Alright, we need the motel. Motel, Holiday Inn. Motel first, then I'll go to the hospital afterwards. Well, you know what? No, we'll go to the hospital first. Save again. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Oi.
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Does it?
Yeah, just tweaked it a little. Then if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's not possible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be viewed on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate. So I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Alright, let's go. Investigate the lobby first. Surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this. Hey, Hajime. There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
So.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions. And tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a handbag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Ah.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old one.
Huh?
Hold on. At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? There's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. The heck? She went away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? I might just be overthinking it. Did she seem a little upset? Alright. She's here. Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. Well, what? No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, why are you here? Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There wasn't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. Which is where? If I had no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'd probably be able to fit in it. Hold on. Well, what happened to the gown you were wearing? I can move myself down. Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Alright, let's go to the second floor. On earth is happening in there? Staff room? Another staff room? Am I able to go in here? Oh, this is the on-call room. This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. If this is only on-call room, if this is the only all-con role, what is going on with my reading? If this is the only on-call room, working at a hospital must be tough work. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here too. The room looks like it's used to store equipment. Nothing particular that catches my eye. There's a bed. Resembles the ones in the patient's rooms, but there's probably for breaks. Now the time to rest, go back. Okay, well then let's just leave. Okay, conference room. What's this? It's pitch black, I can't see anything. What? Where's the switch? And Chiaki? And please don't tell me. And don't turn it on. Jesus, Chiaki, what? Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. But what's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime? If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? You gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. Squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chucky had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window. Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light.
Hmm.
There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
そうだね。
See? A black curtain that blocks light. That was the purpose of the curtain in the music venue then. They used that curtain so that the light that from the candle wouldn't flash through. But I mean, who would see it from behind the... Yeah, never mind, because like that... She wasn't behind the curtain. She was in front of it. Black? A light blocking curtain, that's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? It's still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yeah, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing about looking troll fail. I just wanted to mess with you. She's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Gets him done investigating the hospital. She moved to a different place. Oh, perfect, movie theater. I am definitely getting tired, but I need to
Yeah.
watch this movie. Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. And I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie yet.
なるほどね。
I see. And you really should watch the movie first.
おい。
Hey, manager, customer's here.
呼んだ
Yes, did you call me?
あれあれ
Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
しょうがないな
And you said you didn't want to watch it. I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. And what is it called again? DSD or DSO? You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even brought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
聞いてよ
In exchange for not watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on. Since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! My resistance was in vain. Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
じゃじゃ
See, it's this one. I'm sorry I was born stupid. But this? For $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
ーんどうぞ
Okay, here you go. Already says in the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date into the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
楽しみに待って
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay? Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Alright, well, in the next stream of this game, we'll wrap up the investigation and begin the trial. But this is truly a very, very shocking turn of events right here. Just like in the first game, in the third class trial, there are 2 victims. And I am really wondering how the killer could have possibly pulled this off. So we'll find all that out within the next 2 streams of this game. When we finish the investigation and start the 3rd class trial. So thank you all for staying tuned this week. Koga and I will be back next week for the continuation of Age of Imprisonment and Danganronpa Goodbye to Despair. Have a good weekend, everybody.